guys, you're now watching Sprightly Kid, and today I'm gonna be painting on pine cones. This is a pine cone. All of these pine cones I found while riding my scooter. Oops. So I decided to pick them up and paint on them. So let's get started. So yeah, painting on pine cones. Let's get started. So these two pine cones I painted off camera. So I'm gonna be painting another pine cone. It's gonna be like this one, but instead of doing it like pink, dark pink, and purple, I'm gonna do this one in yellow, green, and blue. Let me get my colors. So yeah, now I'm grabbing my colors and I'm gonna be painting it on like that. So first I'm gonna start with the top of it, which is gonna be yellow. So right now some of the areas of the pine cone is not really being covered by the paint. Don't worry, because once this dries, I'm gonna apply a second coat later. Okay, now the yellow is done, and now time for the green. Okay, and now that the green is done, I'm gonna move on to the last color of the pine cone, which is gonna be blue. Now that this is all done, I'm gonna let this to dry. So in the meantime, while that one is drying, I'm gonna move on to one of the other pine cones. So I'm gonna be painting this whole thing pink, because I'm gonna be turning this one into a dragon fruit. Now time to let this to dry now that I'm done. So for the next pine cone, which is this one, I'm gonna try a different color set with this one. I'm gonna try scarlet, orange, and brown. Now that scarlet is done, I'm gonna move on to the orange. Now time to let this to dry. Now that the top of this pine cone is done, I'm gonna start painting the bottom of it. Same thing with my custom mixed colors. So now that the green is done, I'm gonna start with the blue. I also painted the yellow off camera, and now time to let this to dry. So now that the top of this pine cone is done, I'm gonna move on to the bottom. So I'm first gonna start by painting it orange. So now that the orange is done, I'm gonna move on to the brown color. Now that the brown on the pine cone is done, I'm gonna paint on the last color, which is red. Now time to let this to dry. So I painted a second coat on the bottom off camera with this pine cone, and now that I'm finished with this one, I'm gonna put some Mod Podge on the top of this is done. Time to let it to dry. Okay, now that this one is completely finished, I painted the bottom with Mod Podge off camera. I'm gonna go to this one, which I'm also gonna put Mod Podge on. The bottom of this is coated with Mod Podge. I'm gonna let it to dry. Now that this one is done and ready for the detailing, so I'm gonna do it now. So I originally was gonna do a dragon fruit, but I changed my mind because I thought it was gonna be too busy painting on the scales on everything. So instead, I decided to do a strawberry. Now that the leaf on the strawberry is done. I'm gonna let this to dry. The strawberry pine cone is done. I'm gonna break out the Mod Podge, and I'm gonna coat it in a clear coat to protect what I've done. So now that the bottom of this pine cone, the strawberry pine cone, is taken care of, I'm gonna coat the top of it with some Mod Podge as well. Now time to let this thing dry. So these are the finished result of my pine cones. I really like them. Oh, and these two I did off camera, but I still am showing them because this is a video where I paint pine cones. So this is the first design. This one is like half and half pink and orange. The little scales of it are kind of moving, so there's this little area right here that's annoying a little bit, but that's okay. And this next one is a strawberry one. I didn't add the seeds because I was lazy to add the seeds, but even without the seeds, I still know it's a strawberry. So this one has like a pattern of red like pink, pink, and purple. I like this one also. And this next one is yellow, has yellow, green, and blue on it. And this one has scarlet, orange, and brown on it. These three are kind of like the same vibe because the colors are in a pattern like this, but I really like them. But the reason why the designs were really simple is because there's these little scales to deal with, and I thought if I put really detailed designs, it's just gonna be too busy, you know, because the scales are in the way. So those are my pine cones. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching Sprightly Kid. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye.